Oh, wait. It's a little loose. Hang on. Give me a moment.
That looks like a Karate Kid.
I know, hang on. It's not tying.
You want me to tie it?
I got it.
That does make a really nice headband. Unless you want the sleeve off of your French shirt.
Yep.
And you spent the whole day with that long, thick sleeve.
Yeah. I had another. I had my own Dave carrying shirt over it as well.
And you put a shirt over it?
Yep.
Why didn't you take this hot thing off? Were you weren't hot, or you just comfortable?
It wasn't really that hot.
No.
Yeah, I almost got it.
That looks cool.
Yeah.
Keep the sweat from coming down into your
Yeah, my face is dry all day. It's crazy. It worked amazing, actually.
Actually looks pretty stylish.
It does. That's what my friends said. They said it looked stylish.
Awesome. So you guys got to go out and do that and then have barbecue. I'm jealous. That sounds fun.
And it's like actually kind of comfortable as well. It's like a little itchy, but that's it. Probably because I was sweating a lot. But yeah, no, it worked really well as a headband, surprisingly.
It's actually making me feel happy and joyous knowing that you got to do that today. It's bringing back memories of how I used to love doing that stuff.
And the shirt the Dave carrying shirt that I was wearing over this, we cut the bottom off, like the bottom part of it off. So it was I looked like, with the headband plus that shirt, someone said I looked like I was in like Survivor mode.
Do you have your Dave carrying shirt still?
No, I think I threw it somewhere.
What color were they?
Right.
Yeah.
That's why the sleeves cut.
Oh yeah, I did. Well, I didn't know if it was like his own shirt that he had.
No, he cut this. No, it was
the.
the shirts they gave us for Day of Caring. I mean, they didn't want them back, so we were just allowed to do anything with them. So we cut the sleeves off.
I guess you really wouldn't have had anywhere to put it to bring it home, so. Well, I can smell lilacs.
I just wanted the headband.
Oh,
They took a picture as well.
Yeah.
While we were working, they took a picture.
Nice.
And I was because I didn't want to bring my backpack or anything. I was just carrying my water bottle in my pocket. I was able to fit my big water bottle in my pocket.
You kept that in your pocket like you had it this morning? You did have that all day? Must have looked like you had like a fire extinguisher or something.
Firearm.
Firearm, yeah. It looks like a little fire extinguisher, you know, because it has this thing.
Yeah.
Like all geared up with your half shirt and bandana.
Yep, I was in Survivor mode. I had my water in my pocket, had the cropped shirt, I had the fucking the headband.
Nice.
I would survive on an island.
Would you, if you were stuck on an island, would you rather eat fish or plants or both?
Both. Anything to survive.
Because I know you would like the sea fish. You like fish and shrimp and all that.
Probably. I'd eat anything that was edible. I'd eat anything edible. Anything that I can eat without dying, I will eat. That's the whole point of being a survivalist. You have to survive.
It's true.
Would you rather be stuck on an island all by yourself, or be stuck on an island with your worst enemy?
Well, it depends. I mean, if they wanted to kill me, like my worst enemy, if they wanted to just kill me, then I mean, I don't know if I'd rather be alone as opposed to having to just have another predator to be preyed by.
You can eat them first.
Well, that's true. That's true.
If they really want to do that, then you can just eat them first.
So there's factors. How big are they? Do they have weapons? Am I able to...
They have whatever's on the island.
I mean, ideally, I'd want to be able to try to get along with them. And
that would be an ideal situation.
Work together.
Work together to survive, yeah. Avoid isolation.
But sometimes, if it's an enemy and you can't communicate with them and they're just like gung-ho coming at you with spears, you don't have a lot of options. There's a failure to communicate.
Yeah.
So that would be like the only scenario I wouldn't want to be, is if there was no way to communicate with them and they were coming at me like, Geronimo.
I mean, they're not a wild animal. How about this? Would you rather have to survive a year in the desert or a year in Antarctica? A year in the Sahara Desert or a year, like the hot desert, like probably the hottest desert on the planet, or survive a year in Antarctica? And you would obviously probably be given the equipment to not the equipment to stop you from immediately dying to either heat stroke or freezing. You'd be given like the proper like clothing to not immediately die from heat stroke or like freezing, you know.
Seacoast Oldies always playing the greatest hits in September from Earth, Wind & Fire from 1978 right here in Seacoast Oldies.
If I had to try to survive in one or the other...
A startup tech company in China has just launched a new wearable device for pets, okay? It claims
And I mean, if you don't think you could survive either, which one would you want to die in, I guess?
95% accuracy. The gadget hangs from your pet's collar and uses AI to study things like vocal patterns, behavior, and body language to figure out what your pet is trying to say. The translator costs $118, and apparently there are more than 10,000 people that have already pre-ordered one.
10,000 people have ordered this thing.
Conversations with your golden retriever, you might want to wait. The company
People are actually that stupid, wow.
I would not. I'm sorry. What in the Disney?
Yeah, you can really trick people and get them to buy anything, and they probably got a lot of money to develop it and make it. So it's this device that's going to hang from their collar and try to decide if what its emotions are feeling.
Like, yeah, it uses AI to try to detect what it's... So stupid.
It's really stupid if people are going to have 10,000 people have already paid $120 for the thing.
No. I would not pre-order something like that. Even if I was thinking of getting something like that, which I don't think I would. I don't really care about wanting to know what my pets have to say. I would wait for it to be released, look at videos of the stupid people who did buy it, and see if it actually does work or not, or if there's just probably some AI making up random bullshit.
Right, because I mean, it's pretty easy.
Is that light just turned on?
Yeah. Puppets out there. Yeah, because if you have a pet, like you can kind of tell like, if it's hungry or oh look, it wants to go out and play.
Your pets can already talk to you.
Exactly.
You don't need a device to do that.
I think it's just a toy for rich people to play with.
Yeah.
Just another look at what I have. Isn't this cool? And something to show their other rich friends that have nothing else to do.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Well, that's pretty much what a lot of wealthy people do. They just travel around and ripping people off, taking advantage of the poor, stupid
I would
people,
love
and selling
to
them
interview whoever made that thing because, man, I feel like I could make them crumble in a review.
Heavy weather on Seacoast, at least some sunshine this afternoon. Temperatures will be near 84 degrees.
Thank goodness there are like some really cool, good, rich people out there though that aren't that.
Yeah.
Like,
Who make things that are actually useful.
exactly, because if it was all one-sided, we probably wouldn't exist. We'd have blown ourselves up a long time ago.
Yeah.
Or something. But I mean, that is a great example of how they can develop something and sell it, and people with money will buy that kind of stuff just to show their other friends with money, like, look at this cool thing.
Yeah. A little ridiculous.
Look at the sky, Martha. Cry for 100 years. Imagine if they put that time and energy into it. Oh, one can dream.
I personally think that the fact we're putting so much money, time, and effort into developing AI is just, I personally think it's like, right now, what can AI do for us that we can't already do ourselves? I mean, people are using AI to make images and songs and stories and shit like that. Humans can already do that perfectly fine. We can create drawings, images. We can do everything the AI can do. So what's the point of even spending so much time making it? That's my opinion.
Well, it is pretty cool, the development of a lot of the, like, being able to, like, because you think of radios or cell phones and having, it helps with...
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, like, no, I get it, yeah, like, it's definitely, you know, cool technology, but, like, what's the point of it? Is my question. What does it actually do for us that we didn't already have? Like, people, oh, it can help you with your homework. Yeah, so can fucking Google. You just want, like...
Oh, so you mean like AI, like, okay, so artificial intelligence. So Google is not artificial intelligence?
Google is a search engine where people can upload their findings and research for other people to find and discover. I mean, Google recently added an AI feature to it. Like, so let me tell you, artificial intelligence. Let me tell you what AI specifically is. The AI is something, it's a generative thing that basically, it can almost, not really, but is simulated to have its own thoughts, ideals, generate its own original stuff, you know what I mean, by using stuff that already exists on the internet. So it's basically just...
So it's not like it's not the actual capability, like if you type into Google, like, what's the definition of potato? And then you get the whole history of potato. That's not artificial intelligence?
No, because like if you type into Google, like for example, Google, because Google's a search engine, the way it works. If you type into Google, like, what's a potato, right? Like you said.
Yeah.
The responses it gives you, usually, not today, because you usually get AI shit that's like a summary of just shit that already exists that you can go look at. When you, for example, like in 2020, for example, if you searched "what's a potato," the results it would give you are articles and things made by people. Like, it gives you, like, the articles you see, the information you see is all made by people, researched by people. AI, basically, what it's, I suppose, meant to be right now, is it's supposed to take those results, dumb it down, and summarize it, and then just give you that.
Okay, so if it starts to do the generative things, like, would you like recipes for potato salad?
Yeah.
And maybe start making other
That's the
suggestions.
thing, you know, like, when you ask an AI, oh, can I have a recipe? You can always look up a recipe. We've had recipe books for years. And we've had Google for years as well. You can look up recipes online already. What's the point of an AI telling you how to do it? In fact, it may even be wrong because it's using mixed information from the entire internet that it could be getting wrong. And AI has been very wrong before.
I know, they were doing examples of that, some of the opinions. Like, this thing is a Democrat.
Yeah.
They were making fun of
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, no, it's like...
Yeah. So then when you have like the devices where it'll generate, like if it looks at your search engine and it sees things that you like, and then it'll start sending you suggestions for stores or sneakers or restaurants that you might like based off of your search history.
There's an algorithm for that, but that's the thing.
That's not it.
That's not AI. So like, for example, you know how like you get ads and stuff like that, and like maybe you're talking about McDonald's or you searched up stuff about McDonald's recently, and then you get an ad for McDonald's, and it's like, whoa, look at that. You know what I mean? That's not AI. What that is an algorithm. It's basically, instead of being what AI is, where it just generates its own completely original text. What that is, that algorithm, is it looks at your search history, it looks at things you've been looking at, and YouTube uses this too. That's how you get your recommended page on YouTube. It basically what it does is it's an algorithm. It's not an AI. It's just simple code where it looks at stuff that you've been looking at, that you've been watching, that you're subscribed to, and then it looks for keywords like that. It looks for keywords, and then it gives you content. It pushes content based on that stuff you've been searching up into your algorithm. Which you don't need AI to do that. That can be done with simple algorithms and stuff like that, and code. Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Ooh. Right, so I have another thing too, like you know how they have those new like lawn mowers that go out, it's like a robot and it mows the lawn? Or like the vacuums that'll like,
oh yeah,
you have a handheld
like
one.
Like the Roombas, you mean?
Yeah, like you can either plug in a vacuum and literally push it yourself, or just turn that thing on and it goes around and it senses and it feels the walls and it...
Yeah, we've had stuff like that for years, way before AI.
Right, so but isn't that considered artificial intelligence, where I'm not having to put the vacuum and maneuver it myself? Like it's kind of just using a mind of its own to feel for where the walls are and not bump into things.
Well, that's the difference though. When you're watching it go around like that and stuff like that, not bump into things, that's not necessarily AI, because it's using, basically it has sensors built in, and it's basically just being told to drive around on the floor. Because here's the thing, it's being told by its own code what to do. And it has a set code, a set pattern. Because AI doesn't have a set pattern. It doesn't have a set code. That's the thing. It has its own. It makes up its own stuff, basically.
Could they make that little vacuum look like a little person?
Maybe, I don't know. But basically, the way that little vacuum works is that it's just being told to drive around, right? It's being told to drive around on the floor. And it has sensors built into it that's connected to strings of code, basically telling it, like, and the camera's built into it, so the camera sees something and it says, oh, there's something there, go a different direction. And then when it finds a direction where there's nothing there, it'll just keep driving. That's not AI, that's basic algorithm.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
that's not. So would it be artificial intelligence if the thing decided to say, I don't want to vacuum this room right now, I'm gonna...
Pretty much, yeah.
And you're like, trying, hey, stop it, and you can't like shut it off, and it's like,
Well,
it just starts...
Usually, I mean, especially the way AI is made now, it's made to just listen to people. So, no, artificial intelligence would be like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I do know there are differences. AI would be like if it was, let's say, so you know how it has that set code. Now let's say, instead of having that set code, we have an AI attached to the camera. That AI is going to basically make up its own code instead of having that set code that was already made by a person. So if it was let's say the AI is given instructions to vacuum. It's gonna go, it's gonna see, using the camera, it's gonna see there's something there. And then it's gonna basically tell itself there's something there. and then go a different direction. So it's very similar. You know what I mean? It's very similar, but it's
Right.
not the same because the AI is making up its own set code as it goes. It's making up its own set system.
Yeah, that's so true. And if it has a sensor to sense for the walls and stuff, imagine if it had like a camera and it all of a sudden just started being like, hey, your hair looks really stupid like that, or your dog looks yummy, I want to eat it. You know?
I mean, like, if AI didn't have any restrictions, then yeah, it might say it's shit like that.
I mean, you need to make your bed.
So, I mean, it's like, think about it this way. When you question the difference between, like, a Roomba and, like, artificial, like, the way a Roomba works, like, cause, like, how you were saying, like, you were kind of comparing it to AI, that's not exactly artificial intelligence, and I think this is a better way to explain it to you. So, like, you're saying, like, oh, so it's not, why is it not artificial intelligence if the Roomba can detect stuff and change its course based on that? Like, that's what you're asking, right? Basically, why is that not artificial intelligence?
Yeah, like if it all of a sudden
Well-
was like, I don't want to go in there, it's too dark and scary. Oh, you stink.
I don't know, maybe stuff like that, yeah. But no, basically the difference is, like, think about it this way. The Roomba, think of the Roomba as somebody drawing, somebody making art. AI is getting rid of that person entirely, and it's just looking through the internet, right? Because that's how usually generative AI works, is that it looks through the internet, it looks through pictures, stuff like that, to get all of its information. And if you tell it, let's say you, so basically,
Like
if you
people
just,
used to have like self-portraits drawn.
yeah, so basically, if you just type into an AI, say, give me a picture of a cute dog, and then the AI generates a picture of it, because you know how AI recently has been like making its own pictures and stuff like that, and videos, right? So basically, the AI is just automatically doing that.
Right, like people used to like hire artists to go and do a drawing, like to draw a
Yeah.
scene.
And I mean,
or
it's not
something
perfect,
like
yeah,
that.
but basically, AI, artificial intelligence, is basically skipping that work step. It's skipping the step of the work needed to be done to get the objective.
That's it. Oh yeah, I like that example. It's almost like in a courtroom when
Yeah.
they have the person that
It just generates the image.
So instead of like say in a courtroom when they pay people that'll go in to do a drawing because sometimes cameras are not allowed into a courtroom or something. So they'll have an artist go in and they'll draw like a picture of someone sitting on the stand and the judge or something. Like, why couldn't an AI do that instead of the person paying a person to do it? Just have a set up system that draws a scene instead of having a person.
And I
do
mean,
it.
yeah, while you could do that, the AI, I mean, especially right now, AI isn't like perfect yet. It's not always 100% accurate. It gets things wrong, and it's just sometimes pretty, I'd say, unreliable. Yeah.
It is pretty neat though. That
It
that's
is,
like
yeah.
self-driving cars. Is that?
But I mean, that's the thing. You gotta think
That
about
AI.
that though. One of the, in my opinion, one of the bad things about AI is that, well, I mean, sure, it's skipping that step of the human having to do it, and skipping that step of the work. Isn't the work you do to get something done the best part? Sometimes, like drawing a picture. It's like artists spend hours making their art, and then like when they finish it, they're like, "Wow, this looks really good. I'm proud of myself." Would you have that same feeling if you just told an AI to do it for you?
Cinco's always playing the greatest hits.
That's so true, and there might be times where you might want to get a drawing. Some people that do it for work and they need to get some stuff done really quick. It might come in handy, and then there's other times where you can decide, no, I'd rather do it long form. Or
Yeah.
it's like the journey to the top of the mountain, where they'll say it's the journey, like climbing up the mountain and having fun and discovering different plants or getting the exercise, as opposed to if someone just dropped you on top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Like it's the journey, like they say, that's part
Yeah,
of the fun.
it's the journey, you
Or
know?
something, yeah.
It's, yeah.
Where there might be a time though, where you might appreciate something being able to drop you off, right? And where you're not doing it for the journey or whatever. You got to get out there to save somebody. They need a rescue mission. Somebody's trapped Right? You might appreciate being able to get dropped off.
Now,
right on top.
here's the thing though. Let's say that person is stuck on Mount Everest, right? And you need to get up there to save them. The way AI is right now, with how inaccurate it can be, imagine it dropped you off at Mount Fuji instead of Mount Everest. You know what I mean? It gets things wrong. It's
Humans do too sometimes.
well, that's true. That's very true. But here's the thing about the difference between a human getting something wrong and an AI getting something wrong. When a human gets something wrong, they can learn from that mistake and improve what they got wrong. An AI, however, it just makes something, doesn't see any mistakes, and gives it to you. You know what I mean?
It's kind of neat. We have both, right? Like almost have the AI generated stuff and then personalized stuff where kind of put your own touch on it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, and I mean, with the way AI currently works, especially the image generating part side of it, is that what it does is it looks at images on the internet and like drawings made by actual people, and it basically steals those styles and makes its own, and like steals it and tries to claim it as its own original thing. You know what I mean? And I feel like, you know, that in fact AI recently has been giving artists trouble because a lot of artists have been accused of using AI to make their own original drawings because their style looks similar to how an AI draws. Because the AI, they're probably the ones getting stolen from the AI.
It's like, who cares really? Like, it's a yin
I
yang
know.
sign or a symbol. Like,
I mean, imagine someone gave you a sandwich and was like, "Here, take this sandwich I made," and then later on you find out that you didn't make this sandwich, somebody else did.
you copied this idea from Subway.
You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
it's basically stealing. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, how would you feel if you made your own original? Let's say you made your own original product. You made your own original design, and then someone takes your design, meshes it in with other designs, and then puts it up for the world to see and claims it as their own. And they make so much money off it, and you're over here getting nothing. Wouldn't that make you upset?
Happens.
I know, but you really gotta think about that. Wouldn't that make you upset? I mean, maybe even a little? I mean, it's like, you spent hours on that, if not days, working on that. And you were planning to give it out to the world and say, "Hey, look at what I made." And then someone, "Look at what I made! Whoa, look at what that guy made! Take my money!"
It's like copyright issues or like people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like it's just like that. You know what I mean? I mean, I feel like that'd make you pretty upset. And I mean, there's the fact right now that also, and here's the really iffy part about AI, and it's not even like the AI itself, it's how we're using it. AI, I mean, basically the cooling systems require a lot of water that is being turned into unusable, undrinkable water. And that's like a little bit of a controversial part about it, is that it's wasting a lot of water. Like, we need a lot of cooling systems for that AI to run. Like, you need it, like, because like the technology for it right now heats up a lot, while it's generating stuff because it's making its own completely original ideas. And it's turning a lot of water into undrinkable, unusable water because of the way it works and and it's like, I think it's something to do with like the specifics about what the water is exposed to when it goes through that cooling system.
You think how all these devices that warm up, right? Sometimes they get pretty warm.
Yeah.
Like millions of those devices across the
That's the thing. And I mean, just one consumes a lot of water, and where there's millions upon millions of AI generative systems being made that is consuming a lot of water. Not only that, it's affecting other technology. So AI, our process in making AI is making actual useful technology more expensive. Because, you know RAM, you know what RAM is, right, for like computers?
Yeah.
A lot of RAM companies, and a lot of other companies that usually make, you know, like the RAM and the GPUs for like computers that like I have,
Yeah.
are now making RAM and GPUs and stuff like that for AI. And now there's basically a huge RAM shortage going on, and like the development for technology like computers and RAM and other stuff like that is almost been put on pause. And now RAM, like even like RAM sticks that don't even have that much like gigabytes on them are hundreds of dollars. Like it costs like, for like 32 gigabytes of RAM you need like $900 now. Yep, and 32 gigabytes isn't even that much. Like, it's not all that much. And,
Yeah, that's
like, I mean, 32 gigabytes of RAM used to be like 200, 250 maybe even less than that. And now it's over $900 because of the tech. Yeah, now, like, that's a huge price drop. And you want to know something funny? We bought my computer right before that price increase happened, because RAM prices, because my computer has RAM in it, obviously, a lot of RAM, and basically, right before, like, the RAM prices shot up by almost 5 times when AI was first being made. So that $2,000 computer that I have probably would have been like way more on like shelf price if we bought it like even a month later, which is crazy to think about. And it's like, and a lot of gamers have been having trouble. Not even gamers, but just like companies that use computers for their daily work have been having a lot of trouble keeping up because the prices of other technologies have been rising so much since AI is the new thing apparently. Yeah. I mean, a jump from like $150, $200 to having to spend $900 for RAM is pretty insane.
Yeah, wow, I had no idea that.
Yeah. Actually, wait, I have a good idea. Alexa, can you tell me about the recent RAM prices increasing because of it? She's trying to hide the truth.
What'd she say?
See, I'm not. Alexa, volume 5. Alexa, can you tell me the recent increases in the price for RAM because of AI?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
She's. You fucking clanker.
Alexa, why did RAM prices go up due to AI?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Fucking AI.
Alexa, did the RAM prices go up?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, volume 3. Isn't that weird? Let me look it up on my phone. Hang on.
Maybe she doesn't understand the abbreviation RAM.
Hang on.
I guess I'm just what I needed. I guess I'm just what I needed.
Let me see. let's take a look. I can't see that.
I don't even know what it means. RAM. Do you know what the RAM stands for?
Oh, I forget.
Ramdas. See, yeah, she probably does not know when you say RAM, because there's a lot of RAM, like trucks, animals.
Hang on, I think I found a good image. So, I mean, this is...
It's a random access memory.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so this is the price increase for 20... This was in 2025. This is the whole year of 2025.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see it? Look at that. Look at that increase. So, it was way...
Oh, wow.
down here, and it just kept going up.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it went up. Really. Hang on, let me see if I can get the...
Alexa, why did random access memory prices go up?
I'm not quite sure how to help you.
This bitch.
Alexa.
So yeah, it used to be at like 100, yeah. So both DDR4 and DDR5, which I think is a specific type of RAM, was around the 100, 150 range, and it just kept on rising. Let me
Look
see.
at that. That's crazy. Oh, that's a good way to describe it. The desk analogy. Think of your computer's storage. SSD or HDD has a filing cabinet in the back of the room. RAM is the surface of your desk. You pull the files you are currently working with out of the cabinet of the desk and lay them on your desk so you can reach them instantly.
Yep.
Okay. So
Yep, so basically RAM is,
RAM is in the back of the room, it's saying, and then when you want
Yeah.
to access it, it pulls them out and puts it on the desk.
Yeah, so your storage is like the filing cabinet. Your storage is like the back room. And when you open something up on your computer, your RAM is what is basically the space on your desk that you're using to work and use that thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And wait, here's some good prices. I don't know why. Why is this in?
So it's pretty much like your pet. They up to the price of storage space, right?
So I don't know why it's in euros. What the fuck? Yeah, let me see if I can find a better chart. Okay, so in 2016, it seems this is RAM. RAM prices were around. In 2016, it seems RAM prices were around. I want to say that looks like around $75, something like that. And then in 2018, which I think is when development first started, I think they shot up to $200. And then I think there was an even bigger increase if I go to try to check. I'm trying to find a good graph that I can look at. Nope, that's like some weird currency I don't know. Where's a good graph I can look at here? Oh, that's shopping. No, I don't want to shop. Images.
And compared to when this stuff was first being developed, it's actually cheap.
So, yeah, and in recent years, especially in 2025, it shot up, and in 2026, it's even higher now. It shot up to around the 900 range. So it used to be around for like a few years. Actually, no, it seems like this was for like, yeah, okay. So for a very long time, RAM prices were around $200. They're now, in 1 year, it took 1 year for this to happen. It went up to 900. And that just so happens to also be around the time that AI started really getting into motion.
Into what?
Motion.
Oh, into motion.
Yeah. Like, really starting to get developed. So, yeah, from the looks of it, it seems the RAM increase is probably and definitely from, companies switching over to wanting to produce for AI.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Which, I mean, obviously, AI itself has nothing to do
with that, kinda, it's the companies wanting to invest into that instead. But still, I mean, it's like, do we really need that much to go into producing AI like that? I feel like we can still balance it out. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like being able to just learn about it, utilizing it right, and kind of not taking it for granted or using it for like crime and to do bad things like some people.
I mean, 200
take
from
advantage of.
900. How much of an increase is that's like a times 4, around like a 4 to 5 times. That's like a multiplication of 4 to 5 times. It's pretty insane.
Yeah, I'd say so. But you think about that, like people being able to use it for bad things, like that's like AI crime.
Yeah.
You know, that, so to be able to be aware of those things and to keep an eye on it and to know if that's to be able to recognize it and call it out can be dangerous. You know, if people are doing some really bad stuff and making a lot of money, it's best not to look, they say.
Yeah.
Get your head cut off by some crazy person trying to take advantage of the AI technology to do bad things.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're aware.
It's like,
I'm glad you're aware.
listen, like, AI could definitely be used for good things, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it's all bad and it should burn in hell, you know what I mean? But
No, I wasn't. I meant
no,
like
I
it's
know,
used for
I
a
know,
lot of good
I
things,
know,
but it's good
I
to
know,
be aware.
I know what you mean. I was just saying, like, I don't think that. It's just, with how it's doing, we don't have the technology to keep up with it. We don't have the technology to support how much processing power it needs.
Yeah.
Once we get the technology to where we're not constantly burning away water, and it's stabilized to a point where it's not causing everything else to go out of whack,
Yeah.
sure, I'll be okay with it. But right now, it's causing a lot of problems.
It's crazy. You know, a good example, like what we were just talking about back in the day, there were like SD cards and people could really just transfer music and stuff like that. And over the years, like people could put videos and music and people's information. And instead of like just passing around music, they might be passing around people's personal information or credit card information.
Yeah.
And like one SD card, someone might be able to sell for $1,000 because it contains a bunch of credit card numbers or something. So that's an example of how it can be abused.
Could I have some popcorn shrimp?
You know. Yes. You get what I mean though?
Yeah, no, I don't. I
How
do.
most millions of people like just want to use it for the fun stuff and sharing music, and it helps with work and other stuff like that. And then you have some idiots that might want to use it for crime and
Yeah.
can turn a lot of people off. And you know, never, no matter what anyone ever tempts you with, they'll offer you money and make you think you can get away with it and they won't catch you. Those are the ones that usually get caught, and the ones that get them, you know, to show them how to do it and pay them how to do it are the ones they know that they might get caught. And they tell them, no, you'll never get caught, and they have someone else do the dirty work. And then they go to prison.
Yep.
A lot. I know you know not to fall for anything stupid like that.
I know.
Alright, do you want anything in the meantime while you have your ice cream? Do you want me to make something else? Or? You did ask for popcorn shrimp? Oh, I totally missed that. I was lost and thinking about other stuff. Do you want tater tots with them? Yeah. You're welcome. Oh yeah, thank you. 10 people in class. I heard him ask for shrimp. Shut up. I know. I remember him saying it now. I know. I just like to take those moments to remind him and praise him for being smart and not falling for that kind of stuff, because you know he's one that those kind of people would seek out to get to do their patsy work for him, you know.
IDF commanding systems using drones, UAVs, and combined attacks. That's why the IDF is deepening the ground operation. Prime Minister Netanyahu told the cabinet that
yeah, we've actually seen that happen over the years. Some get some pretty serious prison time and stuff
the IDF is
for
operating with large forces underground,
being given those capabilities and
And at the same time, the defense establishment
Yeah,
is
exactly.
searching
Yeah, that was a
fast,
pretty big
creative
story too, huh?
solutions
What was sad.
against explosive drones.
Right, I know
This
when you see these
includes
18, 20-year-olds
increased use of anti-drone
that
nets
get involved
and the
with that,
purchase
and you
of
can
additional
follow the
equipment
trail, of
from
course,
abroad.
to ones that may have
It sounds simple, but it is not.
fettered out that idea
Small,
to them,
cheap drones
and even given them the
can force an entire
capabilities,
army
almost
to
like
change
drugs or
its
anything
movements,
else, right?
change
But what are you
operating
gonna do
hours,
there?
hide,
Yeah,
heavy
you gotta
vehicles,
teach
protect commanders,
the ones to not fall for it. Don't get in the
every
driver's seat. You're not gonna get away
It
with
is
it.
not a weapon that wins a war
Right,
by
but some
itself,
it's so
but
tempting that
it can wear down
they
the
make the
forces,
decision
create
to
public
try to get away
pressure.
with it, you
It
know?
makes every ground operation more dangerous. And before we continue, if you want to understand what's really happening in the Middle East and not just to receive the empty headlines, help us spread the truth. Share this report, give it a like, write to us where you are watching from. I'm curious to see. And most importantly, click the subscribe button so that you do not miss the real-time updates, because while the world is trying to guess what's happening here, we are here on the ground bringing you the picture, boots in the ground style. The Northern Front does not stand alone. Iran is trying to turn Lebanon into a card in these negotiations with the United States. In Tehran, they are saying openly there will be no separation between Iran and Lebanon. From their perspective, a ceasefire only with Iran is not enough. The fighting in Lebanon must also be included in this deal. A member of the National Security Committee in the Iranian parliament said that the fronts of Iran and Lebanon are connected to each other. That's a red line for Tehran, and also, at the same time, Hezbollah officials are making clear that they do not surrender to the American or the Israeli conditions, and that every Israeli escalation will be met with an appropriate response. But in Washington, too, the message has changed, because a senior American official said that Hezbollah ignored the repeated calls to stop firing at Israel. This is including an ultimatum that was recently delivered. He added a sentence that explains the new atmosphere very well. This is not the Biden administration. Israel is not required to passively observe attacks on its forces and its civilians. Still, this is not a full green light, because security officials say that Trump is allowing Israel to expand the fighting in Lebanon and even to carry out targeted assassinations in Beirut if there is precise intelligence. But it still does not allow widespread destruction of buildings in the Dakhia neighborhood. The reason is clear. Washington feels that a major strike in Beirut would blow up the talks with Iran. And this is where the trap lies. Hezbollah fires, Israel needs to respond, Iran warns that the response will harm the negotiations. The United States wants a deal, but does not want to look weak. And meanwhile, IDF soldiers and the residents of the north are living inside the gap between diplomacy and explosive drones. The maritime arena is also tense, and according to reports, the United States Navy assisted a giant Greek tanker carrying about 2 million barrels of oil, which had been struck in the Gulf since March. It's now on its way to India, and at the same time, it was reported that the United States plans to help additional vessels pass through the Strait of Hormuz. But United States Central Command denied that Project Freedom had been renewed and clarified that American forces are not escorting commercial ships in the Strait. That gap matters because it shows that the United States is also moving carefully. On one hand, it wants to show Iran that shipping in the Strait of Hormuz will not be held hostage. On the other hand, it does not want to declare a full escort operation that could lead to a wider direct confrontation. At the same time, Iran continues to negotiate with the United States through mediators such as Qatar, such as Pakistan and Egypt. The central issue right now is money. Tehran is demanding access to frozen funds in an amount estimated at about $23 to $24 billion. Iran's demand is to release about half of that amount immediately after the announcement of the Memorandum of Understanding, and the second half within 60 days. For Iran, this is an economic achievement. It must bring it home. the Iranian economy is suffocating. The war, the sanctions, the maritime blockade, and the damage to the energy infrastructures have created heavy pressure. And for the Americans, there is a clear danger here. If the money is released too quickly, Iran will receive economic oxygen before it even gives a real concession on the nuclear issue or anything else. And that brings us to the nuclear file. Trump is no longer speaking only about removing the enriched uranium to the United States. He also opened the possibility of destroying it inside Iran or at another agreed location. This is under international supervision. That's a tactical shift, not a concession on the principles, but a change in the method. From Trump's perspective, the goal is one thing, that Iran will not retain a stockpile of enriched uranium that could quickly return to a military nuclear track. But in Tehran, the problem is deeper. It is not clear who's really making the decisions. President Pezeshkian is trying to project pragmatism. Parliament Speaker Kalibaf is conducting contacts in Qatar. The Revolutionary Guards are threatening. Different power centers are speaking in different languages. And at the end stands Mustafa Khamenei, the new supreme leader, who has barely been seen in public since he was appointed. The partial recognition of Iran of the reconnection to opening the internet after 88 days of shutdown tells another part of the story. This is not a tactical detail. It is a sign of internal pressure. For nearly 3 months, most citizens were cut off from the global internet. Businesses were hit, workers lost their income, and the regime tried to control the flow of information. Now, as the internet begins to return partially, it is not happening because the regime suddenly became liberal. It is happening because the economic and the social damage became too heavy. Outside the Middle East, the battle over the public's opinion continues as well. In New York, Jews, Muslims, and Christians demonstrated together outside the official residence of Mayor Zohar Mamdani. This is against the backdrop of a sharp controversy surrounding his positions towards Israel and the Jewish community. This is not a military event, but it is part of the same picture. The war here has long since stopped remaining only within the borders of Israel, with Gaza, Lebanon, and Iran. It also touches identity, advocacy, communities, and the question of who tells the world the truth. This is what the picture looks like this morning. In Gaza, Israel is eliminating Hamas, their command centers, the commanders that replace the commanders at a rapid pace. In Lebanon, the IDF is preparing for a wide night of strikes against Hezbollah. In the Strait of Hormuz, the United States is trying to pressure Iran without igniting a full-scale war. And in Tehran, the regime is looking for money, for time, and for internet. And while continuing to threaten Israel and the entire region, of course. So, this war is not being fought in one arena. It moves from a building in Ramallah, to a village in southern Lebanon, to a tanker in the Strait of Hormuz, and to the negotiation rooms in Qatar. The question is whether this pressure will dismantle Hamas, restrain Hezbollah, and bend Iran, or whether it will connect all the arenas to the next round. So keep spreading the truth, follow us, and most importantly, don't forget to hit the subscribe button here on TVN Israel YouTube channel so you never miss another update of Boots on the Ground. Also keep looking for Mati Shoshani and Yair Pinto, that's me, on our social media platforms to get the behind-the-scenes look of what it's like to live in Israel in this war. The best thing that you can do is unite in prayer for the situation. When you pray, make it personal. Pray for wisdom to our leaders. Pray for the Iranian people that need your prayers more than anybody else, I think, in this region right now. Pray also for the children of Israel that were saved miraculously from another drone attack by the Iranian proxy Hezbollah that hit a bus station just a few minutes before the kids were dropped off in it. God is acting. God is performing miracles, and He wants us to pray. So let's unite and pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Keep praying, and we'll see you again later on tonight.
Senator Susan Collins delivers from Maine, bringing $190 million for rural hospitals and health centers. And Senator Collins co-sponsored the Home Fentanyl Act, cracking down on drug traffickers, keeping Mainers safe. Susan Collins also voted for national voter ID, protecting our elections from fraud. Senator Susan Collins, delivering on rural health care, delivering tougher penalties on drug traffickers, delivering on securing our elections, delivering results for Maine.
The tension with Iran is rising. It is possible that in another 24 hours, everything will change between negotiations and also an attack. What is certain is that the war is still not over. Why is Iran's supreme leader hiding inside a bunker? And how is the chaos at the top of Iran crossing every line? Mustafa Khamenei is hiding in a bunker, inside a bunker, out of fear that he will be eliminated. And this is creating a physical difficulty in advancing the deal with Iran. A senior Iranian official makes it clear that the Revolutionary Guards will not give up the enrichment, and there is no negotiation over the nuclear issue. I got you. Now, hey, am I clear to PNG? You just want a house full of us. Just want to clarify, we got 7 deadly sin, right? What about shit, Paul?
All right, everybody, welcome back. We got another video for you. This one comes from Midwest Safety, one of my favorites. Broad daylight home invasion spirals into chaos. I haven't seen it. Let's go.
On October 4th, 2022 in McDonough, Georgia, an officer is flagged down by a rollback truck as the driver alerts the officer to a man inside that has been shot multiple times.
Whoa. This is how crazy this job is, where somebody flags you down and is like, hey, there's somebody inside that's been shot multiple times. You're not even expecting that.
What starts as a call for help quickly unfolds into an investigation that raises more questions than answers, leads into a high-speed chase, and becomes one of the most unusual and fast-moving cases ever captured on camera.
Bye-bye. I'm not going nowhere, buddy.
It's the other arm.
It's the other arm.
Yeah, look at this one.
You got a hole right there, buddy.
Yeah, I got him. The cop's like, yep, you got a hole there right there, buddy. Oh, yeah.
Rat.
I need water, please. Unleash it.
You gonna be all right, man. What's your name?
Jason. Dude, I'm losing it. Please help me.
I'm helping you, buddy.
Sir.
And I got animals on the way.
You got any water? Anything?
No, sir, I don't.
Please. Oh, my God. I can't feel my right arm.
They shot another arm, too?
Yes.
I don't see nothing on that, man. The ambulance is on the way.
Dude, they're not coming fast.
What happened?
This cop is very calm and cool and collective. You can tell he's a veteran.
My buddy's gonna go back. I'm gonna be. Are you sure I'm gonna be okay?
Yeah, you're gonna be fine. Did you have a gun?
Please, tell my God I won't help, please.
Oh, you're gonna be all right, buddy.
Why don't you have water?
I don't have any water, buddy. Don't have any in the car. There you go. Hey, do me a favor and move in front of my car. That way the other officers and ambulance and stuff can get around. Is everybody in the house okay?
Sure. Y'all need to get to the house. Go to the house.
What's your last name, buddy? I can't answer any questions.
I got all the questions.
Please tell the ambulance to floor it.
Both my arms are numb.
And they're supposed to be now, buddy.
No, not this one over here. Because I'm losing so much blood. Please. Oh my.
Which is what's making him thirsty as well.
Oh, the cars in front of the house, is that theirs?
Yeah.
He got shot in the arm.
There's two guys that robbed the house and stole his truck on the way out. Their car's still at the house.
Their car's still at the house.
Where's the shot?
Yes.
Okay.
We all in the house?
They didn't say we were.
Is everybody?
The chaos. We don't know what we got a shot guy. Another guy drives up. Now these ladies come running out. Now they're saying they stole the truck and then their car is still there. We have no idea who the suspects are at this point, or they don't. I mean, they may. But when you respond to a call like this is how there's one thing after another coming at you, and you're trying to piece it all together in the meantime.
Behind the house. Bad people. There's two of them. He shot me in the wrist.
He shot again.
Tell them to hurry up, London. Shot on the bottom of his wrist. Shot twice.
60 radio possibly have two gunshot ones. One for the left wrist and one for the right wrist.
Well, I got one Chevy.
Hey, Jason. They're behind the bad guys. Wait for a second. So you're in the house, correct? Hey, everything's gonna be okay. They're behind the bad guys right now. They're behind the bad guys, okay? And you're okay. No, they're not coming back. They got the police behind them. Okay. They pointed the gun at you?
Dang. Crazy.
Just take my car and go on up there and secure the house.
Do you have anything on the truck?
They're behind it. They're chasing it right now.
Trust me, I'm the same driver. Hey, I trust you. I wouldn't trust you. I wouldn't have got in the car.
So he's probably got a ride along in the car because he's like, trust me, I'm a good driver. And the other guy's saying, I wouldn't have got in the car if it was. So, not necessarily the type of call you want to go on with a ride along, but I mean, this is what they sign waivers for. Blew the stop sign.
Y'all know for sure there was no one else. Y'all were there or something like that? Okay. You can shout out here.
He got.
Yeah, so apparently he got shot. He runs out here, does a circle, realizes they stole his car, comes back in from downstairs out the back door.
Jeez, there is blood everywhere.
Where was the first shooting?
Right there where you are. He was here the whole time while the other one was looking. They were told money was here, is what he said. Where's the money? My granddaughter kept saying, I'll show you where the jewelry is and I'll show you where the money is.
But he kept telling me there wasn't enough, there's more there. If I didn't tell where it was, he was going to kill one of us.
Did they point the gun at you?
When we were walking to the bedroom where all the stuff was, he was behind me, pointing it at my back.
What did the guys look like?
They were short, face tattoos, and hand tattoos. They both wearing masks. And the one guy was nicer than the other one. The other one was really mean.
Do you know if it was him or the other one that shot at Jason? This was the one that wasn't as mean. Jason was yelling, get the... I don't know which one of them shot first. And I kind of was hoping that the other one was hit, but apparently he wasn't.
It looks like he's going to make a right. Yeah, make a right on that road.
Buddy, you might as well just pull up.
This is crazy.
Over.
She's coming back towards the road.
And what truck was you in?
I was in the rollback.
I'm gonna need the information off that truck too. If you wanna go get your truck, bring it.
Bring it back.
There's a 15-year-old that lives here, and she said that he tried to go in the 15-year-old's room, and they're like, I don't know why to do it. And I said, it's my impression of what I heard them say. They were here for a lot of money. They didn't seem to be interested in jewelry.
So, I'm not going to insinuate anything in this particular case, but typically with the description of these guys, you start to think, well, are they cartel? We've dealt with a lot of cartel hit guys out here. And then you start talking money, that they thought there was a lot of money here. Then you start to wonder what is going on outside of this. Like it's not normal to just show up to a house like this. Somebody gave you information. You know something, I don't know. But this is what starts to click in your head as a police officer, because we can't take sides here. We have to see this objectively, and we just have to look at where the evidence leads us.
It wasn't a pawn shop thing. He got a little box and went with Caitlin in their bedroom, and he got jewelry. You know, some of it got left here. I heard Caitlin say, I've given you the watches and I've given you the jewelry. I don't know where anything else is unless there's something more in the bathroom. She was doing her best to please them, and she told him, she said, I got $200 if you want that. And Kyla said, and I've got 40, and he wasn't interested in $200. They were here for a lot of money.
We're still continuing. We're about 60, 65 miles an hour. They're about 70 miles an hour just past Mayor Mountain.
I have no idea how this is going to end.
I know this neighbor here, he came over here with his gun. I see that on camera. Nothing else picked up 2 guys. He said it was blurry.
She was watching it on video, the 2 guys. That's how she knew. She actually beat us here. What games they got?
We haven't really looked through the house. Now if he has like safe or something.
There was one in one of the rooms down the right side of the closet.
Hey, did you see a safe anywhere? One of the UPD officers said there was a safe here. Might be part of the motive.
What's the safe?
I don't know.
Is there maybe one in the, where would it be?
Is it a second floor? Yeah. It might be upstairs. I guess Alan must have thought he saw one.
He's breaking off or something. Alright, we're still right here. We're about 60 miles an hour. He's back in break here.
Oh. This is exactly why we typically used trucks and Tahoes, because we could not, I mean, we had so much rural area in our county, but they go off-road sometimes.
My Charger ain't gonna be able to go in there.
Nah, the Charger's not going in there.
Come around left, Steve. We're still southbound of the field.
Man, you have no idea if there's...
Who's going to jump in a blue shirt? I'm going to clear the car. It's going to be a black male, blue shirt, and has left the vehicle on the right-hand passenger side.
There you go. Do you know what your pistol's for? To get you back to your rifle. So I love that he went back and went and grabbed his rifle.
Oh my God!
That's like a classy face. That is
So he's screaming that he's holding, which means he's probably holding one person inside of the truck.
They haven't got the truck to stop yet?
Apparently the truck wrecked in the field or whatever else, they jumped out.
Mom called me and yelled at me and told me to call the cops.
The neighbor next door, we were saying about dogs to go, and the neighbor yelled at me good, and I kept telling him to call the police, but it wasn't too loud. And then I heard gunshots.
It's got to be somebody that knows Tracy, that knows his name.
I hope y'all can find out he told me to come. Or maybe they'll start locking the doors and letting people go. I hear enough of the news. I know what people do.
Grandma's right. Come on, get these guys.
Go.
This is a quiet neighborhood. I don't really ever have
I
any.
told him, I said, how did they know to come to the house in the back of a neighborhood?
He does say we know Tracy has valuables. We know he has money.
So basically, that's a home invasion, theft, attempted murder.
They're not gonna get away with that.
I got right side covered. I had 2 that just kept going.
All right, on you.
So I guess he's just holding the vehicle, but they don't know if anybody's in there yet. Clear.
Nothing. I
Clear.
stay tracks on you, bro. Straight 12 o'clock.
6:14.
You gotta clear the vehicle. That's one of the challenging things is people run out, but you don't know what's in the vehicle. You can't run by it, and then all of a sudden have somebody shooting at you from behind. So they had to clear the vehicle, and they're probably setting up a perimeter. That's the other thing you're gonna do is you're gonna call out, set up a perimeter so they have no way of getting out, and then that way you can search inside that perimeter and find them.
All right, 214 ready. We're heading straight south.
I think they shot the brother-in-law.
Yeah, because I think that's his truck. He pulled up.
And it's, oh, damn, he took his. Yeah, okay.
According to the female, they came in and said, we know there's a bunch of valuables here. She said one kid had a little gun. She thought it was a toy gun. And the other guy had a larger silver gun.
Got the dog.
And then I'm going to collect it.
Okay.
So wait, he came down here too?
This is how he eventually made it back out.
So victim lived down here.
Well, the 2 were dying here, right here, when the one confronted him.
What you need?
I gotta get a gun. The Jason, his gun is in that record down there.
Okay, so the victim's firearm, they took, when the guy left in the wrecker, it was in the vehicle. So now they're trying to get the gun out of out of the wrecker.
Grandma says he did, but I don't see any evidence of that. I think Grandma out there. After we do this, we gotta go to that brick house over there, because he said that's where they flagged him down in this side.
What if that beach view they promised just got 100 times better?
Nature made. You take care of them, we take care of you.
You ready?
Definitely.
The most fun I've had in a long time.
Our Valley, rated R, and theaters everywhere. Chicks.
In the dark, in the cold, in the heat. Holidays, weekends, 24/7. Through Maine's strongest storms, we're always out there, finding solutions, keeping the grid stable. We don't generate the power, but we do everything it takes to safely deliver it to you. This work takes training, so we teach the next generation. Reliability's improved, and we're working to keep that momentum going. We're here for Maine, because we're Mainers too.
Looks like you did get around well. Grandma ain't crazy. Hey, Sarge, did you hear what Lori said? She said Jason wasn't able to get a shot back, but thinking that stuff.
Toward Austin Drive.
That's directly south. Austin Drive is that way. They're tracking that way.
Sounds like somebody's still in another car.
Oh.
Yeah,
you stay here. We'll come get you. I'm headed back to my car.
Midwest Safety's done a really good job putting this together, kind of laying out the story. It's been good.
Police!
Oh, they're trying to steal another car.
Red truck's taking off on us.
Turn around, go the other way. Right here, finger cross off, and I'm on. No going that shoulder.
You'd be so ticked off. They stole your.
The property, yeah, he's trying to fix.
Back in these properties out in Georgia, a lot of or Tennessee or anywhere else, they a lot of times just leave their keys in their trucks because they don't deal with people coming out and just stealing their cars. They don't have that kind of crime out there, and so it would not be crazy to think that the keys were in the truck.
You got a way to leave. He's coming straight for you guys towards the abandoned white truck.
Coming straight for you. Watch it, he's coming to you.
He's coming to us. Right towards where we entered at.
Dang. Right.
We need to make sure nobody's hurt inside.
He's right. Police only spotted one suspect fleeing in the stolen car, which means the second could still be hiding inside the house.
Dang, see, this case just keeps getting more and more branches off to it. Now they got to make sure this house is safe, which isn't going to be quick to search this house. It's going to take them several minutes to search this house effectively, and then you still got the other suspect in the other truck.
Henry County Police, anybody inside? Henry County Police, anybody inside?
That's newly vacuumed. Yeah.
Henry County Police!
Police, anybody inside? Is anybody hurt?
We'll grab behind me. I'll come with you.
Henry County Police! That opens up all the way through. Henry County Police!
Henry County Police! Huh?
Let's go up. That's for the dog.
Yeah, I heard that they were even
I don't think they were.
Bye, puppy. Thanks for being good.
Yeah, they're,
Camera recording started.
I got you.
Good. Now, look.
Kids getting off the school bus.
We're in our school bus. Just want to clarify, we got 7 deadly sin, right? We're about to share the
28. K5 is Kareem. Is he clear to fit? Yes, he's on offense. Yes, he's on offense.
Man, they zipped by that school bus. Thankfully, no kids were getting off the bus at the time.
K5, we just went to the intersection. We're on Wilson Drive.
I almost took him out. Oh, I was that close. I was on the trigger.
K5 to 28, am I clear to pit? Come on.
Keep that server now. DSP's right behind you.
Jesus Christ, dude.
GSP, Georgia State Patrol.
Gotcha. It looks like Faversham set up for pit now. Which way's he going? Alright, it's a car. He's gonna try and block me. K5 right on up church, headed up to Abner.
You got several troopers headed to you.
Right at the time, so clearly that's a second school bus. He's blowing through stop signs, blowing right by school buses while kids are coming home from school, clearly.
He's going up church, going toward McGarity.
He's gonna lose it before I
Yeah, he is gonna lose it.
I can't.
Yeah, make a right on up church.
Tell him to try to block me from the pit. Hold on.
Oh, he's gonna lose it. He's gonna lose it.
He's driving to the yard. I'm gonna get him on now. I'm gonna get him on.
It's hard because he's in a car. Oh!
No, he's still going.
Oh!
No, there we go. Not yet. Not yet. Here.
Get the dog. Put the dog on.
Get the car!
He's trying to drive away. You can hear him just revving that engine. Get the dog. Put the dog on him.
Stop it! Steal it!
No. Dang it.
Steal it!
Oh, yes. Haha, the dog got him.
Yeah! He got me! Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back! He's not coming up to you! Get your hands!
Does anybody feel bad for this guy? Because I certainly don't. Let that dog work. Let him cook.
Follow me! You get him! You get him! Roll over! Roll over! Yeah, roll over your back! Put your hands behind your back now! Put your hands behind your back! Put your hand behind your back!
Crazy.
Come on.
So you notice how they called one of them out as a black male, but they're not. They look both Hispanic or maybe even, I don't know, maybe white. They both look Hispanic to me right now. You got the tattoos.
Watch your head.
So that dude actually looks white. Oh, you had the Johnny Cash going. Kind of perfect Johnny Cash for this situation.
What? A lot?
What are my charges? He's like, what are my charges? The deputy or the cop's like, a lot.
We got a 6-car off. Easy. Easy. Good boy.
Good boy. That's right.
Danger. Look. Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't have a pitch. I got more. Look. Nobody move. Look. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, Blake. Good boy. You got that bad guy.
You hear him telling him don't move because if you move, the dog doesn't really know at that point. The dog's amped up. He's getting a bite in. He could easily pass on to another dog as well.
Nick. You got that bad guy. Good boy. Good boy. You got that bandit.
He did. Great job.
Watch your head. Alright, we're walking that way, man. Yeah, have a seat. Otto! Good boy! Hey, you got his name? No wallet.
Now that the second suspect has been apprehended, he has been taken and cleared from the hospital and is now being transported to the police station for questioning.
We got a wheelchair? We got a wheelchair.
Oh. Is that a wheelchair? What is that? Like a roller chair?
That was your fault. You talked to the doctor, didn't you? Or did you play dead? Bro, I'm not gonna baby you, man. We've had people get dogged before. You ain't paralyzed. Let's go. That's about, unless we got a better roller chair. I'm trying. You understand?
Now listen, I don't feel bad for this guy at all. He just broke into somebody's house, menacing people, shoots a dude in his house, and then runs from the police, blowing through stop signs, running past school buses, steals another truck. I don't feel bad one bit.
Hey, sorry. Who wants an ambulance for this show?
What's going on?
You gotta talk to me, okay?
Right on there.
The front check this hard. He got stickers on him.
You're gonna be hurt. Nothing you did is gonna make you feel good today.
Yeah, you're gonna be sore for the next 4 days, man. No, there's no medicine. They ain't gonna give you anything.
You gotta do the crime, you gotta do the time, man.
Did they call the paramedics back? Even though he just got through the hospital, they called the paramedics back. You know, we do this to make sure that we dot all our I's and cross all our T's to make sure that we're providing the care so they can't later come back and say that we deprived them of any care.
You should know that.
Carlos Cantu, 27 years old, and Brandon Carter, 31, faced multiple felony charges, including aggravated assault, theft by taking, and fleeing law enforcement. During the pursuit, officers recovered a .38 caliber pistol and a wet, muddy blue shirt believed to be connected to the suspects. During the arrest, Brandon ultimately complied and was taken into custody, while Carlos Cantu was apprehended by a police K-9 named Danger. He was treated for injuries following the K-9 apprehension, transported to Piedmont Henry Medical Center, and later taken to the Henry County Jail. The victims are expected to make a full recovery. Both suspects are innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
Room for 6 full-size passions. A car that doesn't elevate everyone's experience is a car that stops short of amazing.
Puppies. It smells great in here. What is it? It's my trash.
Introducing Febreze Trash Odor Fighter. It reduces trash odors, replacing them with 45 days of freshness. And it works on all kinds of trash cans.
New sulfate-free hair care by Suave. No sulfates, no parabens, no mineral oils. Just glossy shine, deep moisture, and vibrant color that lasts. Suave. No, never felt so good.
Well, they look pretty guilty. They are innocent until they're proven guilty, but they're going to have a hard time getting out of this one. They're on camera. And they have multiple witnesses and victims that, let's see what happens. Let's see if they were found guilty. We don't know. We don't have it. We're going to have to look into that one, Dayton. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging on this video, so Dayton and I had to take a second to try to figure out what happened with these guys. Okay, I found Brandon Dion Carter. For this case, aggravated assault, 16 years. Armed robbery, 20 years. theft by taking, 10 years. Home invasion, first degree, 20 years. Sentence length, 20 years for aggravated assault. Armed robbery, 20 years, 20 years, 20 years. 4 years for fleeing and eluding. He had another 20. So he had a bunch of aggravated assault charges that got him 20 years. Possession of a firearm, convicted felon, he got 10 years. These are all the same case. Possession of a firearm, first offender, 5 years. Possession of a firearm during a crime, 5 years. Possession of methamphetamine, 3 years. So he had meth on him on top of that. Got 12 months for a misdemeanor. Oh, that was Barrow County. He must have had some other crimes on top of it because he had the Henry County stuff and then he had the Barrow County stuff, which is probably where they eventually got stopped. He doesn't get out. His incarceration began on December 17th, 2024. It's hard to say, but it looks like to me that he's got 20 years to do. This guy looks like a first class turd. Yep, that's him. Right there. Tattoos all over his face, everything. There you go. So, and then I looked up this other Cantu guy. There he is, tattoo over his head. Looks like a real first class citizen. 5'6", little tiny guy. All right, so he's got,
a lot of people
we'll see it right here. We've got Henry County, 2 years for fleeing and eluding, 18 years for aggravated assault, 20 years for armed robbery, 20 years armed robbery, 20 years aggravated assault, home invasion, 20 years, 10 years for possession, convicted felon, theft by taking, 10 years, 15 years for possession of firearm, convicted felon, 2 years for, this is a different case, prior sentences. So he was a career criminal too. What I do know is both of them got some serious time. So there you go. Great work by Henry County Police, and then also Georgia State Patrol. They ended up catching these guys, and really, like they said, this case unfolded while this whole thing was happening, start to finish, home invasion, boom, and in the end we got him, and the dog got a bite in, and both of them got caught, and they're going to be in prison for a long time, which is exactly where these two belong, because they seem to just love to victimize people, especially right in the broad daylight, victimizing women, grandmas, shooting a guy in his own house, and now you see they're paying the price. So let me know what you think. Comment, like, subscribe. One of my favorite videos we've done thus far. I don't know if it was for you, but I loved watching this whole thing unfold. I'll catch you on the next video, folks.
How to write a song without you, and if a song ever wrote about you.
You didn't go to Birch Bay?
No. In a restaurant in British Bay.
You were talking to any kids last night?
No, you guys already asked me that much, and I absolutely did not.
Alright, what about a mom telling you to stay away from her kids?
No, that's freaking me out.
That's what?
Freaking me out.
And what about a server telling you to leave their establishment because you're scaring the patron? If you don't have anything further, then I'm going to go ahead and have you face away from me and put your hands behind your back.
What's happening?
You're under arrest.
Monday, June 24th, 2024, Birch Bay, Washington. At the Sea Shop, a landmark ice cream parlor and candy store, a 53-year-old man allegedly attempted to lure several minors toward his vehicle in broad daylight, using simple props and threatening phrases. The case is alarming not only because of the location and timing, but also because of the persistence of his approach and a disturbing detail that surfaced more than once: the trunk of his car as the focal point of the reward. I'm Tyler, and this is your daily dose of crime. Did you know that for just $6.99 a month, you can join Tyler's Crime Unit today and get access to exclusive cases, extended cuts, early access to materials, and a weekly vote on what we're going to cover next. Your contributions help us to keep funding these videos and getting exclusive content just for you. Join today and become a member of Tyler's Crime Unit. Thanks for being here and supporting the channel.
Yeah, that's it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can I put some shoes on?
Sure, yeah.
I thought it was going to be the dog.
Thought it was gonna be the dog?
Oh, I was telling everyone our dog got out last night and we haven't found him.
Okay.
And he's an old guy, little guy. And worried he might have just gone off into the woods to die because his kind of wife died about 2 months ago.
Oh.
And he's been acting really weird the last couple days. Hanging out under tables.
Is that your roommate that's in there?
That's my mom.
Oh, it's your mom. Sorry. I just keep seeing the door just going open and close. So.
She's probably confused.
Oh, yeah, by the sheriff's office. Just so you know, I have everything just being audio and video recorded.
What's going on?
Well, we're just here to talk to you, and sorry, while I talk with you, just keep hands out of pockets. Yeah, thank you. It's just a safety issue, yeah. So, first up, is this your car?
My mom's.
Your mom's car. Do you drive it?
Not usually, but sometimes.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm just here to talk with you to see where your whereabouts were yesterday.
Here.
The man who greets officers at the door is Corey Lee Cardwell, a Bellingham resident identified by multiple witnesses as the suspect in the Birch Bay incident. He lives with his mother and drives the family's only car, immediately tying him to the investigation. His initial reaction raises eyebrows. Instead of asking why the police are there, he mentions a missing dog. This early diversion sparks questions about his intentions. Was it an improvised excuse, a genuine confusion, or an attempt to gauge how much the officers already knew? That first impression sets the tone for the interview. Answers that seem designed less to clarify and more to deflect.
Yesterday, yeah. I was here.
Okay, all day?
With I'm kind of good. I stayed up all night long dealing with the dog, like walking around the neighborhood with flashlight and stuff, so.
Sure.
Now I'm actually trying to. Today's Tuesday.
Yeah, today's Tuesday. Yeah.
So, yesterday was Monday. I met with a guy to have a prayer meeting in Linden.
In London?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I can't see what you're doing back there.
Oh, I'm
sorry.
sorry. I have a pinch sciatic nerve.
Oh, okay.
And it's really bad.
Gotcha,
Like my whole
okay.
leg is just flaring.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay,
I'll try
so you had a prayer group in London?
Yeah, I met with Rod at his real estate office.
Okay. And what time was that around?
That was, we ended at 12:30.
Okay. Walk me through the rest of your day.
Got played a little bit of disc golf to try to loosen my back up, but didn't work out that well. I made like 2 holes in Blaine.
Oh.
And got some groceries and came.
Okay. All right. Where do you play disc golf at? You said in Blaine?
Yeah, the Blaine disc golf course.
Where's that? I don't know.
It's really close to the Canadian border, like a block away.
Oh, okay. All right. Do you play often?
I used to. I haven't this year, and I gained 20 pounds from just not disc golfing.
Okay.
I used to do it every day, or try to.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What's going on? Can I say what's going on?
Yeah, so we just had some people that called in that were concerned about some incidents that happened yesterday. So I'm trying to get your side of the story of things.
From who?
From multiple people, actually.
Well, I met with. He's the only person that I know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You didn't contact anyone else?
No.
All right. What about driving around?
Did they contact anyone driving around?
Mm-hmm.
No. What do you mean by that?
Because we have people that say that they spoke with you yesterday.
On the phone?
No. In person. You were in person at a couple different spots.
Oh, I think it was in. I think there was like one more guy playing disc golf that I saw a couple times. And I spent a little bit of time looking for a lost disc. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Looking for a lost disc that I ended up not finding and giving up on. And there was a couple, boy and a girl, that were coming by, and I told them that I had lost a disc there, so if they find it, you know, it's a good disc.
Okay. What color? Random. What color are your like discs? Are they like frisbees, or what color are those?
They're all different colors.
Yeah.
They're sort of like, you know, that's part of the. Is this?
Oh, that's ours.
Oh, that's
yeah.
They're sort of part of the joy of it. Is they're sort of like Jolly Ranchers.
Oh.
The plastics are really different kinds of pretty high end.
Sure.
But they're just basically like golf clubs. You got your putter to your drivers.
Oh, okay, it
It's
is?
the funnest sport ever, and it's free. And every town in the country has 1 or 2 disc golf courses.
Sure. Okay. Oh, that's cool.
There's a cool one at Cornwall Park, and they just made an 18-hole one at the mall.
At the mall?
Yeah, right. No. I think it's, I don't really know that one. I think it's Target. So the woods on the where Target faces.
Yeah.
That's a pretty fun course.
All right. Okay. Okay. Well.
I thought you guys were gonna be my dog, and I'm so excited.
No, we don't. This isn't involving your dog at all.
No.
So yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
So after you went golf, did your disc golf? Where'd you go after that?
I went to the grocery store, then home.
Where's the grocery store?
And I got coconut Kenny's pizza and groceries. And I don't know Lyndon at all, so I had to ask the guy at Coconut Kenny's how to get on the guide and get to Birch Bay and Lyndon Road. So if you get back here. So we got Coconut Kenny's right next to the grocery store.
In Linden?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
When asked to reconstruct his day on June 24th, Corey lists activities: attending a prayer group, playing golf, running errands, but without a convincing timeline. His version shifts easily, and officers notice that he consistently avoids the evening window when witnesses place him at the ice cream shop. He speaks confidently about trivial details, but stumbles when pressed for times and routes. The most striking moment comes when he voluntarily opens the trunk of his car to show his Frisbee discs, a gesture meant to signal transparency, but which directly matches what children and teenagers had described in their statements. What he offers as proof of normalcy instead becomes an element that strengthens the case against him.
And then after you got Coconut Kenny's and groceries, then where?
Came home.
Straight home?
Yeah.
What time do you think you got home?
I'm not really sure because I'm not sure how long I was at the course, and also this neighbor lady over here had called me because my mom's accidentally been letting the dog out, and he keeps going to her house, and so she just got my number the day before, and she told me that Coda was over there, and I was trying to get a hold of my mom to let her know, so she wasn't freaking out looking for the dog. And she didn't answer the phone. I called her a bunch of times, and she never answered and never got a text. She said she didn't hear it when I talked to her later, but well, you know, I mean, got left rods at 12:30. Probably disc golf for. I stayed a bit and sat on the picnic table and sun and stuff too. So probably it was an hour and a half, and then groceries and shit. You know, I'm sorry to swear. So what's that, like 4, maybe 4?
Okay, so you went from Rod's in Linden to the disc golf in Blaine to grocery store in Coconut Kenny's in Linden.
No, you know what? I actually got the groceries first
I used to
and
love that
left
place.
them in the car.
That's where I used to want to go every year when we do
I
school
actually didn't do
shopping.
the disc golf thing first
Yeah, I used to love going
because I had to
there.
find a way to get from Linden to
I liked
Blaine
it too because
without
it
coming down
reminded me
on
of
the
like an
guide
old
and then going
style
around and going back up.
salon because it was
That
dark.
Coconut
and-
Kenny's was so nice when
Yeah, I like that.
I was waiting for the pizza to get it done. I did the grocery shopping and came back, and he had taken his time to look it up and figure it out because he didn't know at first, and he gave me directions on how to get
It was like cool,
to the disc
dark,
golf course.
but lit up
And then you did disc golf and then...
Cycle by your alarm, but you wake
Straight
up normally.
Yeah,
You wake up with the heart for some reason. Now, I think there's an interesting evolutionary question there. Why would evolution have done that to us? But we'll leave that for another day.
Literally lives on.
Then in your 50s, that pattern disappears. I know this from talking to other guys, and it's alarming because you can see the trajectory. And so, anyway, you go to the doctor and you say, "Hey doc, I think I might be low on testosterone," and the doctor says something like, "Gee, why do you think that?" And so you go through an awkward explanation of why you think that, and the doctor says, "Oh, erectile dysfunction."
function. And you
10
say,
minutes in.
no doc, I didn't say anything about that. That's not a problem I've had, and frankly, I resent the implication. And they look at you funny, and they say, well, how about this? Let's test your testosterone. And they take some blood. And then they call you and they say, your testosterone's normal. And you say, what does normal mean?
See
And they
how
say,
like
well,
all
it's
those
right in
things,
range.
one in and of itself,
It's in range
even
for
altogether,
guys
doesn't
living
really
in
mean
an
much.
environment that's
But
polluted with estrogenic compounds. I mean, what's
contextually,
normal, doc?
yeah, can start
And
to-
anyway, they say, well, I can't write the prescription for you because you're within the normal range.
Different
Okay,
types
so
and
then you start looking
associations or
for
whatever.
alternatives to testosterone, and you discover
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean
freeze-dried
anything. A lot of people can
which
be wearing
actually
a Nike
works
check and doesn't
all
mean
right.
they're involved
But
with.
it's really hard on your
Right,
gut.
so that kind of
So it's not really an
Exactly.
option. And then somebody
Yeah.
says something to you about nitric oxide, which is actually all right, has some effect.
Right, I mean, it's
But
good to have
then,
that kind of
in my case, I was contacted by
benefit of
Marsmen,
the
who wanted to
doubt
sponsor the
type
podcast.
attitude, but also not to be naive. And
I thought I'd be interested in looking into it. So they sent me a packet. It looks like this. You get 3 of these tubes. That's a 30-day supply, and it's a supplement of things known to have impacts on testosterone. There's no testosterone in it, but it contains. You want to read the list of ingredients?
Sure, I'll also read the top, which says prepare for liftoff.
I have a better slogan for them, but anyway.
Oh, the ingredients? You want me to read the ingredients?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what most of these things are.
No.
Tongkat Ali.
That's an an Asian herb.
Okay, shilajit.
That, I believe.
I'm probably butchering it.
No. Shilajit is interesting. I think it's a mountain exudate. It's something that actually
oozes out of a mountain?
Yes, oozes out of a mountain. It's like ancient organic compounds from plants that have gone through some sort of a
Like Himalayan sea salt, but different?
The Himalayan sea salt, which is from Pakistan, but
Pakistan has the Himalayas.
but it's not. It's from the lowlands. But in any case,
Shilajit mountainous exudate.
yes, which is a known supplement, but you got to be careful because contamination is an issue. This stuff is actually third-party tested.
Okay, taurine.
Taurine is
with bulls.
Boy, I hope I didn't reverse which one's the exudate.
is
Anyway,
that the one that's
Vitamin
good
D,
for the brain?
Vitamin K1 and K2, zinc, boron, and fenugreek. Fenugreek, which is a spice found in Indian cooking.
Yes, found in it, exactly. It's the dominant spice in
Taurine. What was the one?
some curries. I've forgotten exactly which one. But in any case, this stuff, the package says, it takes a while.
Not a stimulant,
You
but
won't
almost-
detect anything likely until the end of 30 days. Not my experience, actually. 2 weeks, plenty. And then you experience more and more. I'm only like 60 days into it. And all I can say is you should plug in the ingredient list to an AI, look into what they are. And you will notice that we'll say that the evidence for these things is there. It's positive for all of them, but it's from small trials. They don't know. The AI hedges a little bit. But all I can say is it works. It's good stuff. It's third-party tested.
People even give it to their
And
pets.
they have a deal.
It's an
That sounds
essential
pretty
amino
good.
acid
Deal
found throughout
is,
your
for
body.
limited time, our listeners
Especially
get
in the brain,
50%
heart,
off
and
for
muscles,
life,
supports
plus free
immune
shipping
health,
and
regulates
free
electrolytes,
gifts,
and plays a key
at
role in cardiovascular function,
mengotomars.com.
metabolism.
That's mengotomars.com
Athletic
for
performance.
50% off and 3 free gifts when you check out. It's also available on Amazon. After you purchase, they will ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. So it's Marsmen. Be ready.
Is there a code? How do listeners get
Taurine
a
may
50%
reverse
off?
age-related cellular decline by reducing zombie cells and improving
You might try
mitochondrial
/dark horse, see
function
if
for
that works,
long-term
and if it
human
doesn't,
clinical
then it will probably ask you
long-term
where you
human
heard about
clinical
it.
style trials are still ongoing.
Awesome. Well,
They've only done
my
the long-term
ads
ones
are
on
for brand
animals,
sponsors, but it's
so they're still doing on humans, but it's fair
Like,
to say.
I'm just going to read them.
Yeah, a lot of people
I got no such stories to tell. Our second
doing
sponsor
their
this
own
week is Clear. Clear is a nasal spray that
self-examinatory
supports
things
respiratory
like
health.
that.
It's widely available online and in stores, and both it and the company that makes it are fantastic. It's Clear. That's Xlear, pronounced Clear.
It helps manage
Improvements in
blood sugar
sanitation and
levels.
hygiene have had huge impacts on human longevity and quality of
Particularly
life throughout
beneficial
history,
for managing
more so than have
diabetes.
traditional medical advances. For instance, when doctors started to wash their hands
Protects the
between handling
central
cadavers
nervous
and helping
system,
women give
supports
birth,
visual
the rate of maternal
function.
deaths went down.
Most people get it
Breathing
through their
polluted air,
diet,
drinking
but
tainted water.
supplements are surging in
Breathing
popularity.
polluted air and drinking
If you
tainted
try
water
it,
have
there's some
huge
other
negative
really good
effects on
stuff.
human
It
health.
sounds
Clean
like
up
a
the air
good
and water,
combo, and
people get healthier.
I love the
Nasal hygiene often
trifecta
gets
combos
overlooked.
of
But consider this, the majority of bacteria and viruses
like
that make us sick
activation
enter
type
through our
stuff.
mouths and noses. It has become a cultural norm to wash our hands, and that's a good thing, but it's rare that we get sick through our hands. Rather, we get sick through our mouth and nose. So, wouldn't it be valuable to
yeah,
use
like
something that blocks bacterial
complementary
and
or
viral agents in the nose?
accelerators and
I
things
think
like
so.
that.
Enter Clear. Clear is a nasal spray that contains xylitol, a 5-carbon sugar alcohol.
So
Our
you can
bodies
find
naturally contain
taurine
5
in
carbon
things
sugars, mostly
such
in the form of
as
ribose and
seafood,
deoxyribose,
scallops,
which
clams,
are the
and
backbone
mussels,
sugars in
red
RNA
meat, poultry,
and
and
DNA.
eggs.
Xylitol is
So if
known
you
to
don't eat a
reduce
lot
how
of
sticky
seafood,
bacteria and viruses
clams,
are to our
mussels,
tissues.
red meat,
In the
poultry, or
presence of
eggs,
xylitol, bacteria and
taurine
viruses,
would be a
including
good
strep,
supplement.
SARS-CoV-2, and RSV, don't adhere to our airways as well, which helps our body's natural defense mechanisms easily flush them away. Clear is a simple nasal spray. Use it morning and evening.
What
It takes
else
just
is
3
it in?
seconds. It's fast, easy, and decidedly healthy. Personally, I don't love taking anything daily that isn't food or drink, nutrition or hydration, so I end up forgetting to use Clear some days. But
primarily
whenever I'm going to be
found
traveling
in
or
the
otherwise in a small
tissue,
space with lots of
which is
people and poor
natural
ventilation,
source. The richest
I make
natural
sure to use
sources
Clear.
are
I think I'm
seafood,
getting respiratory
especially
infections less now than I used to since I
shellfish
began using Clear.
and the dark
The founder of
meat
Clear,
fish.
Nathan Jones, spoke with Brett on the Inside Rail in
Dark meat of
2024.
poultry.
In 2025, Lon Jones, osteopath and
That makes
inventor of
sense.
Clear, and also Nathan Jones' dad, spoke with Brett
Also
about how
added to
xylitol
energy
interacts with
drinks
respiratory
and available
viruses.
as a
We
dietary
recommend those
supplement.
conversations, and we highly recommend Clear as a daily habit and prophylactic against respiratory illnesses. That's Clear with an X, X-L-E-A-R. Get Clear online or at your pharmacy, grocery store, or natural products
It's
retailer,
also found
and start
in
taking 6 seconds
seaweed,
each day
the
to
dry
improve your nasal
seaweed
hygiene
and
and
things like
support
that.
your respiratory
Nori,
health.
used in sushi.
I'm about to get on a plane, and I feel good. I'm not going to get sick.
No, you're not. You're not. And on a plane, you can't take this because TSA would object. But when you're not on a plane and you're trying to keep things clean, use Branch Basics.
You know what? Because it's a concentrate, you could take a little bit with you, and then you could,
And like an empty spray bottle and just answer the questions that
totally.
TSA.
And the TSA would
integrity.
they would be burning up inside because they'd want to take it from you because the volume of the empty sprayer is large and the volume of the actual concentrate is small, but there's nothing they could do.
Burning up inside, you think?
Oh my goodness, are you kidding? You take a job
You know,
like that?
I've met plenty of TSA people who are
That's what I was just saying.
fine
Is
with
the
their jobs,
seaweed
fine
is
with their
one of
lives,
the best
not
concentrated
simmering with rage
sources of
inside.
taurine.
Of course, met a few for whom that does not describe that, but
I agree. I've met some good ones, and I've met a few who are clearly drunk with power, but
yes.
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Our final sponsor this week is Branch Basics, which makes simple, all-natural, non-toxic cleaning products. We've been using Branch Basics cleaning products for well over half a year now, and we love them more than ever. They are effective, non-toxic, easy to use. What more could you want in cleaning products? You prep food on your countertops. You get yourself clean in your shower, clean your laundry in a machine full of detergent, but do you know what you're actually cleaning your home with? Maybe you did some spring deep cleaning this season, but if the products you cleaned with are themselves full of toxins, that cleaning didn't do you any good. Your home environment plays a big role in how you feel, and you probably use cleaning products every day, but do you know what you're cleaning your home with and how it might be affecting how you feel? Many products look clean, but contain ingredients linked to hormone disruption, skin irritation, and respiratory issues. And because cleaning
You're alright. Breathe. Just don't forget to breathe.
That's not the problem.
It's not the problem.
I'm going too fast.
Yep.
And because cleaning brands in the US don't have to list everything they contain, you don't really know what's in your products unless you use Branch Basics. That changes that whole list of problematic American cleaning products things that I just went through. I can't ad-lib today. Branch Basics has...
Subtract lib, see what happens.
Okay, you know it's spelled differently.
No, I don't.
Branch Basics changes this with full transparency about their entirely non-toxic plant and mineral-based ingredients. Their premium starter kit comes with one powerful concentrate, as Brett mentioned, that makes everything: laundry detergent, bathroom cleaner, glass cleaner, even pet wash and vegetable rinse. We have not tried it on the pets or the vegetables, but I believe them.
Yes.
Just one plant and mineral-based formula, just because we don't wash our pets or we just rinse our vegetables in water. Not because we wouldn't.
product.
Right.
If we were going to wash the dog,
That's the point. You could use that on food and feel good about it.
yeah, and your dog.
Would feel good about it. They like attention.
Yeah, that's true. The cat would not feel good about it, but nothing to do with the product.
Put upon the way only a wet cat.
Just one plant and mineral-based formula replaces it all, and it's safe for babies, pets, anyone wanting to reduce their daily exposure to harmful chemicals right now. Branch Basics ships us 2 products, a concentrate and an oxygen boost, and the shipment includes empty bottles, like this one was when it showed up at our door, that you fill to different concentrations for different jobs. When you run out, all you need to do is restock the 2 products on their site or on Amazon or at Target, on the site of Branch Basics or Amazon or at Target, and you're again ready to clean everything in your home, from laundry to bathroom to countertops. Founded by 3 women on their own personal health journeys, Branch Basics was created out of a desire to heal.
Feels way cooler than
research,
that.
trial, and error, the founders discovered the powerful impact that removing toxins from their environment had on
yeah,
their
if you get
health.
out there in
Now
the
they're on
sun,
a
you
mission
feel
to help
it. I
others
think,
do the same.
yeah,
Here's
back
more good
here
news.
it's kind of cool.
Branch Basics is now available everywhere you shop, at Target,
under the big
Target.com,
tree.
Amazon, and of course, BranchBasics.com. Tossing the toxins has never been more convenient, and for anyone grabbing the premium starter kit, you can still get 15% off at BranchBasics.com with code DARKHORSE. Just use code DARKHORSE for 15% off the premium starter kit at BranchBasics.com. After you purchase, when they ask where you heard about them, please make sure to mention our show.
And I can tell you, after you use this stuff and you realize how good it is, when you go to the supermarket and you look at the aisle full of liquids for cleaning where they've shipped the water with them, I mean, how the price of the fuel is built into the product and they've shipped it to you with liquid that you could have added from your sink. Like, how insane is it? It doesn't seem modern.
Yeah, you also walk through aisles of not cleaning materials like laundry and dish detergent so much, because mostly they've got their smells contained, but so many of the
Top
aisles,
trending
so many
stories
product
right
stores
now.
smell
High stakes international diplomacy, domestic security, and environmental emergencies.
The smell of fake
Environmental
perfumes
emergencies.
laid over something that is not going to be good for you.
Global
Yes,
heat
it's
waves,
definitely
portions of Europe, Canada, and the Middle East during the annual Hajj are experiencing extreme record-breaking heat and weather disruptions.
Why?
AI and Pope Francis. Pope Francis has issued a landmark encyclical raising significant concerns about the risk of artificial intelligence and urging that it be disarmed.
Let's start by talking a bit about the mayoral race in Los Angeles.
Let's do it.
Shall we? So both you and I, born and raised in LA, in different parts of LA, when I was 4.
And then fix my Jack in the Box. I'm sorry, California chemical tank scare.
In the Alphabet Streets.
Officials in Orange, that was uncalled for. Officials in Orange County.
Happened in January 2025 at the same time as the Altadena fire in a different part of LA.
Officials in Orange County, California confirmed that the threat of a catastrophic vapor explosion at a failing chemical tank in Garden Grove has been eliminated following an emergency overnight operation.
I'm more familiar with the Palisades, and there are multiple neighborhoods in the Palisades, but so much of the Palisades burned.
What was the emergency
And
overnight
at the time, it was
operation?
clear
I'm sure they'll
that
have a documentary on that. Very cool.
We grew up with fires.
Well, not
Talked
cool
to
that there
about
was
actually
a
having,
scare, but
probably seen
neat to see how well it was reported on, informed, they kept the public, how quickly evacuation notices went out,
And I did see it.
contained an overnight operation that eliminated
mid-late
some of the vapor threats, catastrophic vapor explosion.
How old are you?
The threats have been eliminated due to an emergency overnight operation.
Combine the grade
Sounds
with
very
age thing that
good.
except when our kids were
not
actually
taken
in
care
the
of
grade,
like
I
that.
never really kept track of exactly.
Yeah, it wasn't saying good that there was a chemical
Kindergarten at 5-ish, graduated
explosion.
from high school at 18-ish, and everything in between is
Right.
But anyway,
White House shooting incident. Secret Service neutralized a shooter who opened fire near a White House security checkpoint, raising significant security concerns. U.S.-Iran negotiations. The United States and Iran are engaged in intense peace talks mediated by Pakistan, with President Trump pausing U.S. military escorts in the Strait of Hormuz to allow for a potential agreement.
Some other dads and other kids on roofs at the time. Like fires are a real thing in LA. We lived pretty close to the hills. The hills are full of tinder, and of course, long-term bad fire management has made fires.
Right, so that was a good example. That's why there was kind of a pause there, and we acknowledged it. Because just reading that, you say, oh, good. You know, right away people want to jump on, oh, they're evil people. See, they're saying good about an explosion. And right, and these are people, you know, they get upset because people will call them out for, like, throwing up hearts for Luigi and things like that, you know, supporting evil, horrible things blindly or whatever. So yeah, then those kind of people will jump right on anyone. Oh, see, they're evil too. They're laughing at whatever. Well, we're not laughing at that or celebrating that or saying good for that. Just
you know, my parents had long since sold the home that I was raised in.
right, so we don't have to always explain ourselves there. Sometimes in these classes we do pause and do that to show. And what is the point of us doing that? Just to belittle someone or call someone out? No, it's hopefully for the treatment and prevention and awareness as to how being such a biased motherfucking piece of shit and just jumping on someone for whatever reason, whether you feel like it was done to you and you want to make yourself feel better, for whatever reason, just to kind of not immediately jump on things like that, to question it. Well, why are they saying that? It's not evil to call someone a motherfucking piece of shit. That doesn't mean you have anger issues or you're being rude or disrespectful. I mean, if you're talking to a child fucker and someone that has just tortured and fucked little children, or you're chasing down some crazy criminals that are putting a lot of people in danger, including your children, to say, hey, you motherfucking piece of shit! No, that's not evil or anger issues. That's a normal response. So when we have people who want to jump on those things to paint a picture for whatever narratives or stories they're trying to tell or justifications of crimes upon innocent people, disabled, vulnerable people that many have been taking advantage of with a lot of these investigations and grants and funding, getting the Karens, non-vaxxers, bullies. Yeah, it's actually really bad in these punks, these motherfucking pieces of shit punks that like to fucking torture little kids and make child and animal pornography and feed that out to activist groups and feeders and chasers, investigators. Yeah, it's been causing a lot of problems, especially in these drug lines that are connected to those same lines of feeding information, drugs, chemicals, weapons, people, occupations.
The whole K through 12.
A lot of
I
things,
went
yeah.
there when it was merely a 7 through 12 school and went for 6 years, and that's where we met when you got kicked out of Harvard into Crossroads.
Right, so when we're calling out those kind of things and speaking to the criminals, to the people, the sick motherfuckers that are fucking and torturing little children, the producers of this child and animal abuse and pornography, sometimes of adults too. Yeah, beating women in burqas, a lot of that is fake, some of it's real. Right, so as you can see, a lot of the worst abuse taking place connected to some of these organizations and charities and investigators. Right, you start to connect the dots and see what we're talking about. And that it's not a joke, and these children have already been abused in unspeakable ways. And the abuse and the microchips, it's already been fed out and sold and used as entertainment and businesses People have made whole occupations and businesses off of the child and animal abuse chasers and feeders. From the law and professional businesses to the street and personal investigators, junior investigators. It's been going on for years. It's not made up. It's not all in my head. I'm not remembering anything wrong. Okay? Right, so my name is Mary, and we're at the Governor Hill Mansion in Augusta, Maine. And my youngest two children that are in the hands, the sick, murderous pedophile, being protected by fraudsters and criminals and druggies that have been targeting innocent people and profiting from the abuse and disabilities of others. Yeah, I think that's fucked up. And how they try to justify a lot of their nasty habits and targeting of innocent people is disgusting enough. And the punks love those people, teaching the Karens and the non-vaxxers a lesson, saving people from bringing back the measles, get the Nazis, cartel investigations. Who's the problem? What do you feel threatened by? Because we feel threatened by you motherfuckers around here acting like total douchebags, calling the fucking ghost hunters, and playing your fucking games when we're trying to get attention and awareness onto some very serious abuse happening to innocent citizens and children here. So yeah, when you fucks want to play those games, that's what it's going to sound like. And that's not rude or anger issues or anything. That's a human being calling out exactly what is and expressing emotions. And sometimes that has vulgar language or swear words. It might sound mean, you sick motherfucking piece of shit. You nasty fucking cunts and druggies and horrible people that have been putting people in danger and getting people ambushed and killed at an alarming rate, over-medicating, poisoning people, mandating. What the fuck? Yeah, so we've been in shock and horror for years about a lot of these things, as many others have been, and I mean, I guess it's all been, I don't know, many just seem to kind of roll through, like the get shot, get injured, some died, now what?
Talking about Vancouver, BC, for those familiar with Washington, Oregon, there's a Vancouver.
I know, everyone's disabled. We told them years back, will you just freaking give everyone a basic income check so people stop fucking bashing themselves and others in the head with crowbars so they can get on disability for life? I know, some people just go to prison. They'd rather just go to prison. You get your meals, security, TV, bed, people to talk to. Right, so some people prefer prison.
Town near the convention center, near the waterfront.
Right, so hopefully, I mean, a lot of folks are waking up to those things, and we can just get more awareness and attention to the important issues. Because a lot of the drama and the childish bullshit is really scary to a lot of us. We've been traumatized by it for years. 2013, motherfuckers. Yeah, we signed that contract for a reason. How come not too many people want to talk about it?
To predict the rapid fall more quickly because it's bounded on three sides by water. It just didn't have any place to sprawl out to.
Yep.
No, we don't work for anybody. No, this was a medical contract. Now, that doctor's office in 2017 that told us, and they were also prescribing us the largest dose of Suboxone anyone could be prescribed. I think the largest legal dose you could get at the time, which was highly sought after by a lot of politicians and druggies. Right, Joe Rogan? I think he's been working with Trump to get that legalized for you. It was already legalized. It was just a matter of...
of course, there's a lot of focus on...
Yeah, I don't know the legalities there. When you look at the history of Suboxone and Project Orange and what that's been used for as far as military operations, cartel people, suicide drug.
Talking about the fires.
Yeah, I mean, that was used for years. A lot of insurance scams. People would just look like a heart attack or something, and the tests being done wouldn't...
And he gives some numbers.
Detect that.
I'm about to show a video walking through them, and Mayor Bass says, well, that's not true. For one thing,
Yeah, kind of like that catalytic converter dust. It's kind of very similar in effect. Yeah, so very similar lines of operations and businesses. Both of those things were highly used by those people. They for multiple reasons, to fuck with people. And you can put it. You get someone on that shit and put a gun in their hand. I mean, you can have fun, huh? I mean, this has been a game to them for a long time. And they videotape it. They have whole channels dedicated to that. A lot of police officers and people have been killed. They'll set up fake domestics and stuff. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, dude. It's really bad.
So, in response, CBS did a fact check. And when I saw this, I thought, oh God, you know, what is CBS going to have to say about this? But let's play this video now. This is a guy named John Vigliotti, Los Angeles Mayor Karen.
Right, so we're concerned about the children that are still in the custody. We consider those hostages of Hamas. Some are our own children that literally grew in our bodies. They were birthed out of our birth canal.
Fact checked 2 key moments from the debate.
Squeezed them right out of me. Yeah, they're next door in the hands of a sick motherfucking pedophile. They vaccinated him behind my back in 2013. Yeah, I had already dealt with years back going to 2006 with these hags and psychos and nurses within our healthcare systems and schools, main parent federation. Totally fucked up, dude, what these people have been doing. So hopefully the proper authorities wake the fuck up and they do what they can to help our children. We're right here at the Governor Hill Mansion. My name is Mary. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns.
Weather modeling reviewed for my reporting shows winds in the Palisades.
Well, we get new people all the time. Literally, like 5 people just came in, new ones. Hey, 3:12 in the afternoon. What's up? Yeah, so, hi, my name's Mary. I have to introduce myself all the time. Like, I'm sure you do too. Would you like fries with that, or? Okay. Much love, health, and peace, everybody. I hope you're all having a beautiful afternoon. If you have any suggestions as to how we can get people to report on these things and help the public to understand how these punks have gotten away with it for so long, and show the public, just like they've been showing a lot of our training operations, just how sick and stupid people can be, and that they can blindly be protecting child molesters and murderers and targeting innocent civilians who serve and protect them. Yeah, it's fucked up, isn't it? Welcome to Pandora's box. Alice through the looking glass. Wabbit hose. Worm hose. Is it pink? Hot pink. Anyways, much love, health, and peace. Once again, we wish you all the best. We're right here if you have any suggestions as to how we can get people to report on the facts here and help them understand how these punks have gotten away with it. We think it's important how people understand these networks and how that child and animal pornography and abuse has been getting fed out to investigators and feeders and chasers. It's made a lot of people a lot of money, and they're just continuing to watch and chase, and we're like, hey, producers right here, crazy conspiracy theorists, get it, police, defund the police because they're not arresting, we feel threatened. Yeah, fuck you nasty fucking motherfucking pieces of shit. I'd pack your shit and get the fuck out of here if I were you. It's a friendly suggestion. We're non-violent, and we don't even expect them to smack that sick motherfucker on the wrist. We're trying to help our children and bring clarity, awareness, and understanding. But rest assured, there's many radical groups around the world, and we're not safe from it either. They'll take the whole fucking city block out. We'll go down with the ship, no problem. It's a fucking cesspool, dude. But there's a lot of good, innocent people here, too. So what do you do? What do you do, folks? You let us know when you have any suggestions how we can get adults to speak the truth and stop acting like fucking total douchebags with their heads up each other's asses, licking each other's assholes and cutting each other's throats and patting each other on the back. Isn't it so beautiful? Get smell caca!
Is so obvious.